So it's fall. It is nice out. I mean, I guess they say like, do the summer miles for the fall smiles. They are right. It is, I just got back from Florida. It is hot as hell there still. And wow, but that's not the reason for the video. Today is mile streak day 100. I want to tell you about like the non-obvious pros and cons. I mean, granted, yeah, you can lose weight and you're gonna feel better, things like that, but I really want to talk more about the things that I didn't think I would learn, or the cons that I didn't think would come up while I was running this mile every day for the last 100 days. I'll walk so it's not so bouncy. First, the con, because right on the front of my brain, sometimes you just don't want to run. You just don't want to do it. Today's one of those days. I just flew back from Florida, been traveling all morning. Okay, it's good to like get out and exercise, but like, I just don't feel like it. I feel like it like owns me. I feel like it like is making me do it. Just don't feel like running. The other thing too is like, some days I just want to do something else, like going a long bike ride, but I don't want to sacrifice the run every day. Or I went wakeboarding a couple days ago. My back, my arms, muscles I haven't used in a while, sore. I'm running right now. I'm like, my back. It would have been a great day for a rest day, but I can't. I gotta go for a run. Now, will I be happy when I get home? Most of the time, yes. But guys, some days, if you're gonna do a mile streak, you gotta know, some days you just don't wanna run. I think it happens to me about every 10 to 15 days. Pretty much every 2 weeks are days I really gotta drag myself out of the house. Huge pro to running every single day is the routine. We know we should exercise every day, right? But how many times have you started a fitness journey or something, weight loss journey, and you're like, I'm gonna do this. I'm out every day. And then you get in, and one day off turns into 2, turns into 3, and then you just stop. Like signing that contract with yourself and saying, all right, I gotta run today. I got this mile streak. That consistency is something I've never experienced before with fitness. So that's been awesome. I love that I've just been consistent. And it's made me get up and do something every single day. I haven't gone 100 days of fitness in probably my whole life. Maybe during Ironman once or twice with mixed sports, but it's good to have that consistency, especially as you get older and you don't want to run. I guess the flip side of that coin is that the streak makes you get out. It makes you hold you accountable every single day. And you got to admit, if you exercise every day, even for 10 to 15 minutes, now I'm running almost 30 minutes a day, but in the beginning, I would say like after day 20, I'm pretty much in a routine now, every single day. I don't even feel the mile anymore. All right, con. Some days you need to rest. And there's been days now where I've gone out for like a longer run and it's far away. And I probably needed to take a rest day. Like physically, like it was the right thing to do. But I didn't. Or like, why was car? I don't know, this car's never back here. Or like, I feel like a little nagging injury or something like that. And just where 1 or 2 days probably would have made it go away, but instead it nagged for a week. So the streak has made me force myself to not take a rest day. And some days, let's be honest, your body needs a rest. I guess as time's gone on and I've been growing my mileage, 1 mile easy does feel like a rest day. But some days, your body just needs to just sit and recover. And with the mile streak, you can't do that. Pro. Flexibility and core strength. I've always been pretty flexible, but going back to my last point, I know to avoid those little injuries and stuff, I need to be more conscious of recovery and stretching, especially at 40 years old. So I force myself now, or now it's become routine, to make sure I get a good stretch, a good warm up, and things like this. That has made me more flexible. Now as the days go by, even as I'm adding mileage, I don't feel little tweaks and things like that. And just from running, I mean, running's a great core exercise. I feel stronger in my core. When I ride the bike now, my lower back doesn't get as tight. My hamstrings are looser. So it's helping in those aspects, which is really just 5 to 10 minutes a day now, extra of just core strength. When I'm cooling down, sit with the dog, let him lick the salt off my face and get a good stretch. I don't know, that's a big pro. I wouldn't stretch if I didn't run. Like, I'm not like a yogi, but the running streak has made me want to stretch. Con, feeling like you're not doing enough or a little bit of imposter syndrome. Now I've been running for 100 days. I almost feel like a runner. So now I compare myself to other runners, how fast they're going, how many miles are they doing per week, what races are they signed up for. Where 100 days ago, it was, yo, let's just get out and run for 10 minutes. I now feel this need or this desire, the competitiveness in me to want more, try to up my mileage, try to go faster. Should I be doing track work? Should I be doing intervals? When really, I just need to go out and run for 10 minutes a day. That's a con to me. If you have a competitive spirit, it's going to start to take over. I've had a couple of nights now where I'm up researching races, things to do, places to go, things like that, which isn't really a good thing for me. And I kind of miss just going out and just running for 10 minutes and just enjoying it, kind of like I'm doing now. The start and stop, my pace is slow, but this is fun. This is how I hope more of them can be. All right, here's another pro. I used to think that bike riding was the best way to see a new city or a new town, but you don't always have your bike. This mile streak has took me through 6 states. So I've run a mile in the last 100 days in 6 different states. See if I can remember them all: Maine, New York, Missouri, Colorado, Oregon, and Florida. And even just the past week in Florida, if I wasn't running, I would know where the bar was and the pool. But I ran the resorts, Colorado, I ran so many trails, went hiking, same Oregon, Maine, everything. It's forced me to get out and see things and go down by the water and check things out. So I kind of like that. Now as I go places and I go on vacations or just traveling for work or whatnot, I now get to think about where I'm going to go for a run and what kind of adventures or trails or oceans, lakes, mountains I might see. That's pretty fucking cool. One more pro, one more con. I think we're up to con. Big con. Here's the biggest one. I still have 265 more days of this. I still have a full winter, a spring, and even more into summer. And I start thinking about all the other cons. But you have to remember, you really don't have 265 days left, Brad. You just have today. And I'm over a mile right now, so today's done. So just like anything, any big undertaking, I try and really think of it as, I don't need to run for a year. I just need to run today. And if I live for a year, those constant todays will become a year. That's kind of how I'm thinking it. But, I think about, man, I got a year, and then what do? Do you stop at a year? Back to that competitiveness. I know a bunch of people have gone a year. I don't know too many people have gone 2 years, 3 years. When do I stop? That's a con. That, yeah, it's 100 days, but I still got a long way to go. This last pro will be 1.5. I kind of knew this was going to be the case, but I didn't really think about it long term. Running a mile every day has made me eat better. It's made me way more conscious of the things I eat, the things I drink. After 100 days, you start to realize the days that are harder because of what you ate and drank, how much you slept, things like that, versus a good night's sleep, good eating, and how much easier and more enjoyable it makes going longer, going harder, things like that. It's made me more conscious. I definitely think about what I'm eating, Then I go on my run. I've still been drinking, hanging out. I thought I was gonna be completely sober in September. Wasn't realistic, but you know, now at happy hour, instead of drinking until I get drunk, you know, I can socially have 1 or 2 drinks because I know that Saturdays I like to go out on a really, really long run. And I don't want to feel shitty. I just don't. And I guess the last half of that is, regardless of all the cons, I'm happier now. Like, I'm happy. I get choked up thinking about it. I'm happy. I'm more patient. I'm just a better person. 10 minutes of exercise. Yeah, I've lost 25 pounds and things like that and gone to different states to run, but at the end of the day, I was happier. Don't think about, if you're gonna want to start something like this, don't think about the year. Like I said just a second ago, one day at a time. After 20 days, like I mentioned, this was really part of my routine, and I'm not ready to let it go yet. I love it. I'm just a happier, healthier person because of it, and I look forward to the next 100 days. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. We got some more challenges on the way. I gotta try and PR my mile this week after the last video. We'll see how that goes. Thanks so much for the 68, 69 of you that have been here for the journey. It's been good times. Thanks, guys.